All right. Tuesday, January 31, 2017. End of the month. We also just had end of the month rhetoric where Donald Trump et al. Is trying to talk down the dollar. So I think we have our C waves in motion today. Remember, though, tomorrow, Wednesday, we have FOMC. Remember, we're raising interest rates, so we may get some continuation to the downside on equities tomorrow. We shall see. We'll know more after today's trade. Right now, we're waiting for everybody to wake up. 6A, okay, I'm going to say that here we're going to have issues at the happy place because of commodities and that. Australia should get a little today, maybe a push through the happy place. Money flows in there, so I'm looking for areas to short for right now. So I'll pass on it here. Let's take a look intraday. Yeah, okay. ADX is reset on here on the money flow. So if it carries through, we'll probably get continuation higher here. You know that with sideways, we're going to get a trend to break out either higher or lower on here, but the ADX is reset. Okay, so if it breaks out higher, it'll take off, and if it comes lower, it'll turn up, but you're not sure if it's going to be strong like this or kind of cheesy, choppy like this. The money flow is there's some room to run higher, but I think just even like myself, I'm looking for places to get out of the thing or to short it. All right, I'll take it on crosses, right? We looked at crosses yesterday, Euro, Aussie, Euro, New Zealand, Pound, Aussie, Pound, New Zealand, that kind of thing. So take it in the cross. Take it in the cross, Kev. Stop it. British pound looking for weakness. It came down to, where are we at? Came down to, here's the support level. So I guess it comes on through. I have to take a look here at data this morning. So what kind of data we have? Oh, global. All right, come on, you global. Boy, you're just a toughie this morning. All right. Global. All right. Take a look here real quick for data for this morning. Tuesday. FOMC. Data from this morning. Redbook. Case-Shiller. Chicago PMI, confidence, State Street investors, and farm prices. See if we can get ourselves a weak dollar on this here this morning. That's what we're looking for to get these C waves going. So that means we're going to have to get out of some of my futures trades here that I put on. All right. And remember, we have FOMC announcement on Wednesday. Friday, we have the world famous non-farm payroll. That's how the economy works in the United States. If you have a job or a transfer payment, that's how we pump the money into the system. 2014. Okay, so we have a peak on the change, 2014, but we're still adding bodies. Just wait till the war breaks out. Oh boy, more bodies. All right, Kevin, settle down now. Just relax. Keep it to a dull roar there, buddy. All right, switching back over to futures. All right, so British pound here. Add on weakness. You have to add on the breakthrough to the upside. What are we at? W bottom, maybe on here, bull flag. Still looking for the 30s, so you want to buy in weakness on the British pound. Canadian dollar, money's in there. If the buck comes off, maybe, or yeah, if the dollar comes off, maybe we get a pump in oil. And so this is early runner on here. Like I said, a couple of years of trending up into a run in Mother Nature related commodity counter cyclical move. That's where if you're a persistent bear market, a secular bear market, you get opportunity there of it going against the grain. I look at it as droughts, corn going from $2.50 to say $5, that kind of thing. So Canadian dollar, I'll lean that it clears up in here. What's that, 60 or 76.88 and 76.4. So another 40 ticks higher to break this thing out, but it's money flow is going to begin to get frothy on here above the happy place. So, okay, here's my narrative on this. We talked down the dollar today and it cracks on through, all right? Then you have FOMC on Wednesday, and they say, hey, we'll rake heights. I mean, rake, how about rake heights? Hike rates. Yes, sir. Happy Tuesday to everybody. January 31, 2017. They will be hiking rates. Woo! Slow ride. Okay. So the narrative is we talk off the dollar today. FOMC say we get a rate hike, and then non-farm payrolls on Friday, but we have the world famous seasonally adjusted. Yes, world famous. We are after the holiday season, remember? So folks get the old laid off. So we'll see about this whole world famous seasonally adjusted number. Euro poking its head through upper area here is about 109. So let's say 109, about 109. That's their little swing target, and then we'll reevaluate there at 109. Yen poking its head through. I want it to move higher so we get an unwind of the carry trade. I'll treat it as short covering for now because of the persistence of the dollar. Like I said before, tariffs and excise taxes and bunk like that, as the dollar goes back through 99, it makes a difference. But when it goes back through 100, 101, 103, 105, 106, 108, then it doesn't make as much because of it's softened with the stronger dollar. Commodities are priced in dollars. So if we're talking avocados or oil or gasoline or whatever, it's priced in dollars. So I still expect commodity prices to come off, which means I should actually take a look at my cruddy. What do I have here? So open in futures is 23 for today. Oh, the reversal here is, where's it at? Cocoa, I think, is coming around. Okay. See how we had a flip in cocoa here for the day? I didn't get out of this one. Whoopsie. Whatever. Copper came back up. Oh, yeah, lower dollar in copper. All right, that'll work, right? All right, so we get to watch the copper. What do we have? Coffee. That's the short side. A lot of these are shorts. Spreading here. Came in and added one at, what was it? I thought it was 320. Yeah, 320. There we go. All right, so I added one at 320. It was just 320, whatever. It's an April deal, remember? And short side on September was to watch to see how fur that one's going to drop in all of this. I did have a buy last night on the Nikkei, and it didn't get triggered on it. So just what I'm going to do actually is widen that, take profit on it. OJ, how many days? 28. I only have one. Oh, it just kind of sucks, doesn't it? Sucks to be me. All right, what do we have over here? What's you? Here are the VIX futures, 2 of those. All right, so I'll have to run through here then. I don't have any pounds on here. Need to put some pounds on the board. All right, so Japanese yen, looking for follow through, money flow to pick up and get frothy like this. So we're talking maybe 2 days. Remember, it'll be late in the day for FOMC, so we may get 2 days of running on these things here. You know, today's like here, you see how this is getting up here. So I'm going to watch this guy and see if it just stalls. You know, if today, you know, if it somewhere in this area, what are we looking at? 73.50. You know, let's begin to look at crosses here. EDX is still moving on it, and 2-hour chart. Oh, this is so good right here. That'll be nice. Let's trail the sucker up. Should basically go straight up, right? You're breaking out. You can see the ADX here should be reset, ready to go, and money flow. So I'm watching this on crosses. This is the Kiwi 6N futures. Here, see now, here's the Swissy. It's moving. Talked about the 102 area, and I wrote about just let it run and then club it. The little red dot here, it's coming up against resistance. The ADX is running money flow. The bodies aren't willing to do it because you have the SNB coming in and whacking this thing. They intervene. Swiss National Bank intervene. That's happened. Let's see how painful it was. This was painful. 116 to well, gotta go the other way first. 98 to 116, and it comes back. That was painful. That was the unpeg. Okay, so I'm looking for, what's this, 103 and change here. We're just looking for places to whack this thing. Ding, ding. What do you know? Why isn't the brain all doing the mush this morning? Oh, I know why. Because I didn't go to bed at sunset. I need 5 hours. All right. Up in here, 106. Gazawi, bad man. 106. All right. So here's stagger on the evens on this thing. You know, short 102, 104, 106, that kind of thing. Going to have some deep pockets in here, I think. It's one contract. You know what? 25 grand. What is the margin on here? 3,600, 15, 4,005 of them. 102. All right, 102, 104. You know, it's at 101 now. You're looking to short this stuff here. 104. See, this is the 102, or I guess it's 103. 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. That's what I do. It's up to here, 109. From here is 106. Wow, 6.5. No, 7.5. 7, 8. That's if it clicks that hard, but we'll definitely have some serious issues somewhere else if the Swissy runs up to 109, 110 here. Yeah, we'll have a few more issues in dealing if we're going to short this thing every handle, every 102, 103, 104, 106, 107, 109, whatever. We'll definitely have some serious freaking issues out here besides that. So what do we have? Cocoa. Okay, we get our little doodly whacker here. ADX is coming off of the being pressed here. All right, so at least a sideways move. Money flows in here, though, which was one bother. We did get a bounce up to here. So we're looking for a buyback or an add down in here to retest. Pivot. The MAV for you new subscribers. Pivot is down here on the MAV or the fuchsia. Red is resistance. I have both a daily and a weekly. Let's try this again here. Okay, right? Yeah. Pivot. Oh, yeah. Okay, so pivots for tomorrow. The green is support. Okay, what is this, Coco? All right. So, and this is the money flow. So we may get a gap fill up into here. So hold on, you know, if you got into the cocoa deal, here's your RSI sneaking through down here too. So you're getting that divergence thing. See how this is a low and this is a higher low and prices came down. We got RSI divergence, holy buckets. It's time for cocoa. Yay! See how that plays out here. Cocoa on the long side, basically short covering. I prefer to look to the short side of things here, but RSI divergence here. Higher RSI, lower price, divergence. What do we have here? 125, 96. We're talking 35 more. 35. I'm looking for 200 and so. Yeah, well, you get what the market gives you there. Slappy. All right, so cocoa we're good for. So I need, where am I needing this here? Should I try and put in a sell here? Sure. 2169, because I have a few of them, right? So sell, single, sell, single. 2169, that works. Ding. All right. Okay, cocoa. So I have a sell on there. That's the first one. I believe I own a couple contracts. Oil, here's New York. Pretty good for now. You have to watch this thing. We also have EIA tomorrow, so it's going to be rough here for the traders. You know, if the dollar comes off, the oil should go up. But sometimes the correlation just ain't happening. Let me see the dollar trade. Well, I have to do this first, though. I have to take a look at Brent. Yeah, see how Brent came up on here? Okay, see how Brent came up on here. So I have to watch out I don't get caught. Here's the ADX. It's reset on a 2-hour chart here. So you may get a nasty bout of short covering up into here. Then I'd be interested in shorting that one. What's that? What are you? East 6C. So we have Canadian moving. Okay. Cav, you got it all good. You gotta hurry up and get this video out, man. All right. So, whoops. Well, the other way. That was supposed to. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna run into some issues, I think, here with oil, unless it comes through this area down here, 54. I think we're gonna probably try up in this area. Bzz, watch for short covering. Crude oil in America. All right. You can see a little more bull flag or bear flag with added money flow. The bodies are in it, and the ADX is reset on a 2-hour all the way up to, geez, you could have 54. And this may be a carryover for 2 days here. So, and then the flip side is if it comes through the bottom, then you're out. You should be okay. Maybe we'll be lucky, and crude oil will stay from between 54 and 52 to 54 for lucky here. So you're looking for fresh shorts on here, so be careful. The dollar index looks like it is going to come through here. The deal here is buy 99, 98, 97 type of deal. You may have to, if we do run into some other serious issues here, we may want to run the dollar down to 90. So this is another one of those deep pocket deals here. Where are we at? You want to probably, there's not much liquidity in this thing either. It's 2,300 on the dollar. Okay, so every, going from 100 to 99 is $1,000, and the dollar outright, it's thin. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say is the dollar is going to come through the little blue line here, which is your ATR, average trading range trailing stop. And this is your little SAR dots up in here, but I think we're going to come through here and come back under 99. Under 99, that's what we're looking for. 98, 97, you know, that kind of thing. Now, this is like 96 and change down here. If that happens, we're going to have serious problems in other markets too. ES, here we go. We'll treat this off as a failed breakout, even though it was a retest. It's a failed breakout, and we have a retest. So we're waiting for the market to tell us what's the fact jack. Like I said, if it comes through the bottoms here, what's this one down here? 22. We'll call it 2240. If it doesn't, it won't hold. What's this here? It's probably a better bet. Hey, what do you know? 2240. My God, Kevin, you are a genius. What do we have here? At or above? What are you? Gold. Some gold's running too. All right. What am I looking for? Alerts. Okay, so on ES 2240 is our little get up and go. That'll be the trigger. It'll come down to here, but I don't think it'll hold. That's about 2190. Happy place, we'll call it 2160, and then it'll just fall apart. That's what I really think is going to happen. But of course, you have to get through here first. 2-hour chart, blah, blah, blah. Money's coming in. Oh my gosh, they're buying the dip, just like we talked about this morning. So we're looking for 2285 on the short side of things this morning. Buy some footages is how I'm looking at it. Remember yesterday's video? So I put 3 of them together. Swing up into this area or whatever. I'm looking to short, but right now I'm treating this as a failed breakout. And down here is a retest. And we come through some of this stuff down here. Run to the hills. That's how I look at it. Run to the hills. It says 65, but then 64, 63, 62. What's this here? 68. No, we'll do 67 3/4. 67 3/4. All right, what are you down here? 50. And I am short, right? 2290. All right. All right, so what do we have here? Boom, we're against pivots. That pretty well self-explanatory. 2275, 2278, 2286. I chose, we'll say 83, 84, 85. Happy place 2294, and upper pivot R is 2297 on the downside. What do we have here? 78, 75. Green 2257 and 2252 on the downside. So 2252. You need to take stuff out there. Pretty much. Happy place 2263, which is the beef area. We retested that one. Like I said, this is our breakout. I'm going to say that this has failed. We have a retest. Oh boy, money flows in it. So people are buying the dip this morning. 2286, that kind of thing. We're looking for some shorts in here, folks. If I have cash, I'm going to go off of buying puts that are out there on the upper end here. We have some numbers. Yeah, what's this up here? 2314 on the upper end, and what are you? 2310. So that would be play it by 20s again. So you're looking for some sort of selling or shorting. And yeah, I know it's a breakup, blah, 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 but I'm just playing a defensive on here, like I said. It's not that I'm going to sit here and short every rally. You know, it's just, I'm just basically trailing the stops on here. You know, kind of like the dollar thing. It breaks on through. We got something here. So, but here's a money flow. The bodies ran into this thing. So, the other deal too is not much trade, but keep an eye on June futures for the S&P. All right. Gold, all right, not up there for the breakout, so we're back to 2217. On the flip side, gold comes back through 1192. I'd be very defensive on here. For right now, we're going to try and push the dollar through, so we're going to push this higher. If gold goes screaming today, 20 or 30 higher, we're at 12 now. So 62 from here is another $50. If we have short, sharp, and quick, then you want to Probably sold some options against it. Like you can go out on the options, you know, like here's 1340. Aim for 1350 options, depending upon where you are in all of this. Gold, say you're in June gold. Sell out that way, and then, you know, maybe buy a put for some hedge on here, just in case it's a one-off thing, just massive short covering, you know, whatever. But until it's cracked through here, 18, it's a little 11 more, so it'd be about 22 to 25. And then what is that? 18 to 62 is 40 more, 35 tomorrow. We shall see. This is a happy place. So it's like I said, it's going to be one of those that we either get some follow through or failure. And if we get some follow through, we may get a good run of another $50 higher in a short period of time because we have FOMs. So we shall see. For right now, bam, we're in the middle of this place here. So like I said, we do have the dollar, but it's at a resistance level. We're not going to open up the markets here. Gold's at a resistance. Euro dollars, this is like the T-bills in Europe. They be running on here. Got a good bounce so far on here. It's at its little happy place though. So short-term happy place. 90, 93. RSI divergence, all the fun stuff, and wherever my money flow is here. The issue here is you have euro dollars, and then I believe we're going to see ZQ, which is where are we at here? Is 30-day Fed Fund futures for tomorrow. 30-day Fed Fund futures. Okay, if they trade lower, Fed Fund futures, as you can see, we trade lower. Front end of interest rates overnight goes higher. All right. Oh, it's a weekly hammer. This is just Coco real quick again. Coco. What were you? New Zealand dollar. Cotton. 2-day. Well, we can look at 2 hour. Oop, might have a bear flag here in cotton. Weaker dollar though. Well, each market's its own. ADX is reset on a 2 hour. Maybe a poke through here in 75.5. Maybe I'd want to short it up in here. Since we know the commitment of traders report's kind of flabby, we want to get on the short side here, so I need to short a cotton. I don't believe I have that frickin' copper, you bugger. I'll have to say because of its behavior that'll poke on through. Poke on through up in here. That's what I'll say, and leave a trailing stop back here to see if it ever comes back down here. It will. They all do. See how things pan out here on cotton. Like the short side commitment of traders was fat. I believe I talked about cotton in Sunday's video. Heating oil, a little bit of a bounce here. So maybe the products will cause the issues with the underlying heating oil. Short covering rally today. That's going to be the same thing with the old gasoline too, right? RB. Yeah. 157 3/4. 160 and change quarter, eighth. Looking for shorts again. Says to carry through to the other side. Don't bring me down. Whoops. I own Michael Jackson a nickel. Don't bring me down. All right. That was gasoline. Move it along there, soldier. Natty Gas. Okay, Natty Gas is opening on a support level here. This is the little happy place for the average trading range. Trailing stop, ADX is reset. I want this to come down. Why? Because I'm a greedy mofo. But as we saw with the dollar, find support again and turns. That's why I was in with the April contract. ADX is reset one more day through. Should do the trick on the downside to the 274 area, but it still has to break it. So looking at a 2-hour chart, what do you know? A couple of levels of support. Maybe down in here into EIA, we're back to 308 again. See how things pan out on Wednesday for first oils EIA. What do I need here? This happy place. Yeah, they're pressing the downside. So far it's working. There's our gap. Attempted retest, failed. Attempted retest, failed. We're back down to the bottom. A couple of levels of support here on the pivots. It's going to want to poke through here. So we're going to try and poke this thing. I think we will, maybe bounce up in here. What is that? 126, 120, 117, 118, or excuse me, 318, 320 to 323, and 326 to 328. But then we're looking here to see how 308 happens. Maybe here, then what I'll do is I'll kind of maybe, we're at $3, right? So maybe buy maybe a March under here, right? Fun and games. Okay, here's my Nikkei. Since everything is kind of, a few of these hit the little blue areas, I'm going to take my little blue area here. I'll just put it right here. So I have a Nikkei 18,495, and where am I short on this thing? 19,495. So 1,000 points or $5,000 on this thing here, right? That's what I'm shooting for. How are we doing on the whole? Where's the ES right now? Down 5, 22.72. Of course, Kev, you could have just looked at it a second ago. All right, so margin on this bugger is $5,000. Okay, so it's $5 a point, just like the Dow futures, right? $5 a point. So I'm good to go here. I don't think I'll have an issue. Short up in here. I don't think I'll have an issue. Compared to putting a stop right there, oh, no. I'll just kind of sit tight on this thing here. But aiming for down in here. Kind of came in, a little bit deeper here. It'd be nice to see it fall even further. Oh, what's this down here? Wow, Kev. Yeah, but you don't know if it's going to come back through here. This is going to be a 5-wave higher. The angle of ascent would increase sharply. We're giving it a go here, seeing if this pans out. Well, if this does crack, though, you want to give it a shot down here, buddy? 17. What happens if they have their own issues? We'll do it. We'll take a look at it today, won't we? Yeah. All right. We're looking at stuff. All right. So once again, looking at the dollars coming through here, right? That's where we're looking for the dollar to come down. ES, maybe comes up and then comes back down. Gold, it's at resistance, and cotton, and frickin' copper, gasoline, natty gas, Nikkei. Gotta get in the flow. NASDAQ. All right, NASDAQ is a decent one you have with the trend line on here. ADX is still moving higher. The money flow, the bodies are in it though, so you want to play, I want to play the short side of things. That wasn't exactly what I was looking for. What do we have? Happy place here. So the NASDAQ didn't get into the meaty part, so the NASDAQ is good to go to 50-50. We talked about that. On the upper end here, there should be resistance that we'll call it 51. 60-ish area. Give yourself, you know, resistance 51.47. So this area here between 51.36 and 51.56 is an area that could possibly stall. It's happy places where it should come and touch. So see if we're working on a bear flag here. Where are we at? RSI did come off. What is this, a 2-hour chart? Here's my money flow. Like I said, I want to be on the short side of thing and then probably take it back to 50-50 and test the meaty area here. But of course, if it doesn't hold here, it would mean it's a strong market, which it already is. But for right now, that's the money flow is the trigger on here. Just draw your trend line, however you want to draw your trend line behind this thing, go for it. Moving average, little pink dots, little red dots, little blue dots, little green dots, little whatever. Looking for some sort of, you know, have it come through here, then let it go down. Here's 48.20. What's that? 300 points lower. I think I have one of those, right? Yeah, I'm sure one of them. 51.62. Oh, you bastard. 51.62. Quiet. They're just delivering newspapers at 5:47 in the morning. Coupons. Our coupons come on Wednesday. NASDAQ, right? Yeah, okay. Sugar, meaty area here, happy place. Money's in here. I'd write calls against any long positions for right now. Remember, the risk was down here to the 15s for right now. But I'm, like I said, I'll honor the 5-wave up on a weekly with this maybe an ABC pattern. So save some there. I'd look to get maybe long contracts going forward. Sugar is liquid, so silver poking its head above its happy area. You never know what could happen. The kids could come unwound again. 1980. First stopping point is about 15 cents higher here at 17.55. 17.75. I guess played a quarter higher. You know, just a quarter in silver. Nothing major. You know, just a quarter. $1,250 a pop. What is the margin down to? $7,100. So it's $1.50. Yes, Zowie Batman. $5,000 a dollar. So I'm basically playing it by quarters. Silver comes back through here though, then I'd have to put the old rest in peace flag up for silver here. 1702. I put alarm. Come on, you C wave higher. That's what we're looking for in paper. At best, it looks like sideways. We have an RSI going on here, so we're getting some divergence type action going on, and that's all it could muster. So at best, maybe C wave higher, and then you're looking for fresh shorts. They're trying to talk the dollar down, but we might get a rate hike. RSI, so we have a whatever 4-year low, whatever, just massive low. We get a good run yesterday. You know, like I said before, you know, buy it, you know, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, sell it 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm looking for a 26 on this. I kind of fan the flames to the herd to in the low 30s, but we shall see on this. I believe I'm long 2. All right, so I'm just going to hold on. Call them insurance. Call it insurance. What are you down here? 85. Yeah, remember we're going to get a run this morning in the open, right? That's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping for. To have the greed come in so we can short it. That's just an ugly bugger. Came back into the meaty area on the Dow futures. 19.8 is probably the add more shorts department down to 19,340. Wow, there goes a quick 700 points. Whee! 3.5% or whatever. And then down to here, 18.8 is what I'm shooting for on here. Take a look at a 2-hour chart. Trying to couldn't get through the pivots here. Here's the support down in here. We're in the meaty place. Here's the happy area. If it loses it, it loses it. I don't think we'll do a trade lower, go higher, but you never know. Now you little bastard. I'd rather see the hot trade higher and go lower instead of trade lower and go higher. All right, so YM still looking for a C wave up in here. Blah 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 blah. Just draw your trend line underneath. This would be coffee here. At best, maybe a sideways for the bulls. I like the downside. 5, same thing. We're looking for a C wave up in here. CL oil came down to its happy place. It was leading and the money finally came out of it. So possibly a bounce here in oil. It was leading lower. Meal still has room to run to the happy place. Another $20 lower. Looks like a little ABC flag here, or a little ABC pattern here on the bean meal. Notes, same thing. We're looking for notes to clear 125.24. We looked at this is Fed Fund futures. I'm not sure if that's bad data. And beaners here running into their little happy area. You bastards. 2 years up in this area again. The twos. And we're back to 6A. Okay, so what I'll do here is I think I hit everything. Oh, OJ. We were looking for 80. And it fell short. Try for 84. I think I'm long one of these. Gosh, we'll just do it for there. And for fun. Okay. Crude or cotton. Yeah, cotton's on the run. Take it on the run, baby. All right. Oh, you monkey. All right. So I'm going to run through Forex now. What? Yeah. Since a lot of you are longtime subscribers and some of these things don't change, I can run through some of this stuff quick. All right. Grab your pen and paper. Oh, actually, I want that one too. Don't you want that one too? Yeah, skip the Poland. The Polish zloty. Okay. Okay. Maximize sell out of CAD. CAD on the long side, odd with it. I shall pass on here. I'll pass. It says I'm long. I'll pass. I guess while I'm at it, right? 37 seems like a decent number. What are you, 23? And I'm going to be short 3 million and short 4 million. We'll do 29. That'll still leave me with some on the long side. All I'm doing is getting out of this long position. I have to thin out some of these currencies. I have way too many of those. All right, Chef, we're looking for, I think I was on the short side of this thing here, 6 million. And we have the Swissy moving. Oh, and it whacked off of here, 74, 97. Rampy plays 40, 40, 41 works. It's a decent number. And what are you here? We already have some of that there. 74 even, 74.11 will work. All right, just taking profits on this thing. I don't want to be too long Swiss francs going in. If I have the SNB, have to deal with them. All right, we're playing the short side of this one, which is the Aussie Japanese yen, because of the world famous stocks coming off. This does look like a coming through pattern on here. So I have some shorts up here on the way back. So what I'm doing about taking profits off the board. Wow, 93, 92, 91. Yes, I'll take some of that. 94 action. Yeah. So where are we at? 94, 94, this will work. What do we have for shorts? 10 million I have to get rid of. I'm on you any day now. It looks like I get 50 pips here. 50 pips. All right. Okay, that'll work. I'm just taking it off the board if it slides on through here. I should be good to go for I think these are good till cancel, right? Good till cancel, good till cancel. What do you know? I'm looking to take profits. If things just rolls on over. What are we down to here? 80. And I might want to get long down here. All right. Well, what happens if it goes through the upside? And then I'll short some because I think stocks are going to continue to go lower here. That's what I think. But we'll see it when it happens. New Zealand dollar, I believe I'm long on this thing. Buy some more. New Zealand dollar is running pretty good here. All right. Aussie, really want to take the short side of that. Maybe I want to take some down here on the long side. Ooh, Kevy. Just resting orders. Talk about having resting orders. That would be these here. I have them out of the money. If by chance it hits down here, I'll take some. EDX is reset, so there may be a good move on the downside here. I'm assuming the Swiss franc's going to continue running. So that should force that away. CAD Japanese yen, 2-day chart, sideways action. That's yen weakness. CAD is running, so it'd go the other way. What am I, short? All right, so I need to, wherever my happy place is. There's my break even, way down here, huh? Oh, that's not so bad. All right, what am I at? 4 million short. Well, I have to come all the way down here, you bugaboos, to break even. Oh, I need to sell some. All right, need to work on my average there. This one's coming off. That one should come off. I think my short here, I am the short. We're going to add some more, but I have to be careful. I want to be long this one. How bad am I in the hole here? Not too bad. This was euro odd. Euro odd. I want to be on the long side of that one. Euro odd. I want to be on the long side. Where's my euro turkey? Euro turkey. I was short on this one. Lost half. Oh, we're looking for an added short on here. They're already resting. Okay, cool. EuroCAD. I think it was long. I have to add some, I think. Yeah. What's this one? Euro Chief. I am Euro Swissy. Want to be long. Buy on weakness on that one. British pound, guys. I believe I was short. And we'll add some more where we're at. Where am I at? Oh, you monkey shines. It's at the happy place up in here. All right. It's come up against, this morning it popped up to a little resistance area here. So that's why it's kind of like, well, I want to kind of hit it with a ball peen hammer. Maybe 650 something. That's going to give me another short up in here. Because I like the pound side versus the euro side. Even though I have the euro, what did I say, 109, 110, 111, 112, that kind of crap. This was on the short side. Do I have it on the short side? Yes, I do. Okay. Good morning, Ben. All right. Looks like a support. Let's reverse. Whoops. Flatten's fine too. I'm going to buy some. And what do I want? So if I buy here, 2204, sell up in there. It's like a day trade. So 16 and 20 points. We're looking for trying to hit the double doodle wax here. Price came down to the happy area. You know, here's some support levels. We'll say trailers, you know, maybe a swing to here, maybe a swing up to here. Well, then I'll need a second one. Oh, no. So JNUG is moving. JNUG is moving. Yay, the JNUG. Euro New Zealand. I want more. Euro, it's already moved. What do I have going on it? 4 million. 4 million on it. Where am I at? Price wise. We're doing area here, huh? One move higher, 108. So what are you? 108.65. I need to get rid of 4 million. 108.65. So where are you? One more. 108. Okay, 108.80. 55 works. And the next one. Okay. It's 3. That'll leave me with some more long just in case we do the 109 crap. Oh, we might as well do the 109 crap. That'll work. That'll leave me with 200,000 long. Basically, I'm just kind of swinging into this area, right? Just swing, just swinging. Just swinging. Eurozar. Oh, I got into this one yesterday, right? Oh, what happened there? Need to buy more then. Silly Kevin. What am I looking for? Who's that? OJ, winner below. Oh, OJ. All right. Buy, buy, buy. Okay, this is Euro South African. All right. And so I just wanted to buy some of this. This looked like a good reversal down here. This where it tried to go lower, failed to do so, came through, whipped through the other side. So we may actually just have sideways on here. We shall see though. Euro odd. I want some more of that too. Or no, this is pound Aussie. Pound Aussie. Boy, my brain is just not working this morning. I'm glad this clicking stuff comes naturally. I'll buy this British CAD here. I'll buy it. Sell it up here. I think I have another one, don't I? What's this here? All right. This is British pound and CAD. Came down to support levels. It's close enough, so I'll just buy it and see if we get some sort of bounce on it. You know, day trade. Swissy here, so pound Swissy. Have to buy it. That's accumulation. Pound, you know, I think I was long this one by just happen stupidity. Yeah, I am. Still have a profit, but I'll wait. Well, I think here, take the profit, run if you know if it's going to go lower, but I don't know if it's going to go lower. We'll flatten out. Well, let's see here. Go back to the daily, or how about a weekly? Oh, let's see, you're getting set up here. You'd have to buy all the way back down to here. So what you're gonna have to hold this thing for a loss of 800 pips. Make up your mind, fat man. I have the pound action. You have a you have a profit 141. You're just here. Here you have to be in it too. We'll flatten. Well, that one. What do I need here? Just stick with it. It'll be okay. New Zealand, that one looks like it's going to come on through, but remember this multi-decade low here. I want to keep an eye on that. Okay, coming through here, this is New Zealand, pound New Zealand. 173, we're off to the races, okay? So pay attention on here on some sort of reversal back. This thing's a piece of cheese. All right. Okay, so pound New Zealand, want to have that. Here's a pound, want to buy it on weakness. ADX is reset, ready to go. We have Apple earnings today. I'm trying to look for an area around 126 to short it. We shall see, won't we? New Zealand CAD, I think I took the short side of this thing. No, I want to short you. Take that, you. Take that. CAD came back the other way. Well, then that's just not right. We'll buy some. The eventual turn in the dollar, right? And we have to buy this no matter what, too. But like I said, we're going to get some swinging action here. Oh, I want to buy you down in here at 110 and stuff. On this, the fall through 112, then try for 110 on the U.S. Japanese yen here. Oh, I can't wait for the market to move. All right, and then I have resting sells on the Mexican peso if there's some sort of bounce here, like a right shoulder, shoulder head, another shoulder. Mexican peso, happy place down to 2050, it looks like. What's this way area here? 2060. So 20. So what do we have? 2046, 2065, 64 to 67. We're right in here. So be wary of a bounce in this thing. Coming through here. Red alert. Red alert. Oops. Okay. Nope. Oil is at or above. Oil's coming back. Here's oil and thing here. I'll buy you just because of oil is coming back. Day trade. How much do I have? I'm short on this thing, right? I better be short. Now I'm long. So I was short, but now I'm long. Okay. Oh, that was a good trade, huh? That was a good one. That's the old world famous Norwegian kroner. Kroner? Whatever. Ooh, happy places. Buy, buy, buy. US. We'll buy it for oil. Can I buy 10 million at a time? How much can I buy at a time? 20 million. Go ahead, get in there and buy, buy, buy. It took it. We're off and running, so I need to weasel out of this stuff. 830. All right, so how do I do this here? A million at a pop. I'm long 23 million. Long 23 million. Okay, so I have to do this 23 times. Boy, I don't want to do that. What do I want first here? 29. What do we have? One more should do the trick. There's 29. Okay, and I'll do it this way. Make my life easier. Bam, bam, bam. All right. All right, I think I got it taken care of. All I'm doing is came down to the second area, blah, 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 whatever. I just bought into it. I already had, I think I had a short side and got long off of it. But that's basically it. Just a day trade, take some profits, goes higher. What happens if it doesn't, Kev? Well, then we shall see. Oh, happy place came below it. So just a, where am I at? Bounce higher. Yeah. It's at 22. So, see how that plays out. That's down here. It paused right here in this area. This is the world famous US NLK. Ooh, selling right through here. There's pivot. All right, so let's see how that plan pans out today. I think I'm running to the end of my list here. SEK, you want to do the Swedish one? Sure, whatever. We'll do the Swedish thing too. Hold on. Let's take a look and see what I got going on. Whoopsie. Something got triggered. I'm short, right? So I need to reverse. Reverse? Yeah, I'll do it. So reverse takes me long, 40 million, 42. We're off and running. All right, so I'm reversed on this guy. You know, you think you're going to play this? Well, I guess if you're going to see if I have it in there. What gave it to me? 88, 81. So auto send, so I don't have to click it all the time. Just weasel out of this thing. Oh, I have 24 million to get rid of. Oh, you're going against the grain, Kev. Well, what happens if the dollar comes through tomorrow and then runs higher? But we'll see. All it is just scoops them up underneath pivot here and then look, just waiting for it to swing after an extended move lower. That's basically it. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be looking for places to short, but I was already short, right? So I'm just trying to fade into this thing, kind of like that whole orange juice trade. Holy buckets. UB is slow. Wow, what do I have running? Okay, so oil's 52.80 and then 53.20 is the next one on the oil. These are some of the triggers that went off while I was goofing off. Come on, the OJ. Okay. Yeah. All right. Last the currencies. Singapore. We'll reverse it. Having you pressing your luck. We'll see. Sorry, Yappy. That looks like a short ski. That doesn't do the carry trade and stuff. You're going to have to pay up for this one, though. Interest-wise. Shorting this doesn't work. Interest is, you get bent. That's right. Find out how much these guys charge in interest. All right, so there you go. There you have it. There it is. Ran through the futures and the Forex this morning. 620. So data will be coming out and our bonds will open up here real soon. All right, ZN. I'm long on this stuff and we coming down. I need to flatten, right? Long on the bonds. So I'm looking for this swing trade through here. Oh, Kevin. What other stuff we have going on? All ETFs. Where the hell are the earning? Oh, lovers and losers. Pre-market movers. Volume. Market volume. This is Fuddy Duddy McDonald's. Comcast Sanmina. Oh, Shy. Oh, screw Shy. We'll run through these real quick. Yeah, real quick, like. Okay, so turn on E. Coco. Wow, Coco's running with the devil. All right, so Coco's running. Yay, Coco's running. So first short up there, ES. I want to take the profit. Don't want to take the profit. Yeah, I want to take the profit. How about reverse? We'll go long. They'll give it to me. Hey, it gave it to me. What do you know? All right. We're running through some of these pre-market movers. That looks like cruddy duddy. I like that one. NASDAQ Inc. Ooh, Sanmina. Looks like a short arena up here. Short arena, the Sanmina. I believe I did buy some puts on this or have some orders resting, I believe. For Sanmina. Yeah, it's up to 40s. Oh, these aren't using today's data, right? 40s. Buggers. Oh, there it is. Not on the dailies. All right. Sanmina was a fade. Comcast. Oh, none of these are doing it. That one's a happy place. McDonald's. Lily. This one's bad. CNX. Energy. Money flows in there. Fade the rally on this one. this isn't working. All right, I'll let you guys go. APC's a short. TMO pass. This one's already moved. Chevron, we already know about. Oil companies. Danaher, that one's a continued short. DHR, it's a continued short. ABC, Bergen, DDR, Velis, AET, Edna's coming into a happy area here. Ooh, Valero, want to fade the new high. Xerox, bad news. Royal Dutch fell out of bed. X, Hog. Hog looks like a bear flag. Woo! Sell Hog down to 50. It's at 58. Yeah, Facebook looks like a reversal. Facebook to 117. It looks like here. You want to fade any earnings breakout 134. You want it. That's where you want to whack it. Whack it at 134. So we want to get on the put side of Facebook today. Nikkei funds. UPS looks like a bear flag. Royal Dutch fell out of bed. That one's a reversal. What are you, a $2 stock? Regal Pharmaceuticals. RIGL. Have fun. No, reversal. MasterCard to go along with Visa. ADX moved pretty hard. Money flows in there. So banking. Any bouncing banks? Beat on them. All right. Apple. XON. Investment Corp. That's bad news. Back to ES. All right. So long side of ES 78. Where are we at? Oh, I don't know. 78. Yeah, that'll work. Will be a new high for the day. There we go. And short side 84. Give me that. Well, what do you know? Futures are being nice to me this morning. All right, I'll let you guys go. Rock and roll on a Tuesday, 6:20. See what we have for the bondage. Oh, coming back off. Suck sideways. Where's my C wave? Come on. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.